Hi, creative friends. This is Sreya, and thank you so much for being here. So I'm going to do another exercise in this book. And before I dive into this video, I just wanted to mention that somebody did bring up that my video, the sound was not very loud, like no matter how high they turn the volume up. So I'm really sorry, you guys. I don't know what is going on, but see, this is my microphone, and I don't know if you can see that the green light is flashing, which means that it's on, and there's another part that's hooked up to my device when I'm recording, and I have it really close to me. Now the clip did fall, it broke, I'm sorry. So I used to be able to like clip it onto my collar so it was closer to my mouth, but I rigged it on a stack of paint cans, and I hope it isn't gonna fall. But anyways, I will try to speak louder. I'm really sorry, it has been an ongoing problem, the sound on my videos, so I'm really trying to figure the best way. And I do have a soft voice, so I will try to speak louder. And also the Arabic captions or the Arabic translations on one of my videos, I've been trying to troubleshoot it, and I really don't know, you guys. It's one of those things with YouTube. It's like I don't know, like everything will be going fine, and then one day it's like there's this issue and I have no idea what's going on. But I am I am working on it. I'm getting my daughter to help me, so hopefully I'll figure that out. So I just wanted to point out that this is Bristol paper over here, and I did my I did my videos, I did my my projects on this paper, but I'm not going to waste this paper at all, not by any stretch of the imagination. It's really good Bristol paper. So what I will do at some point is I will turn it into a mixed media portrait from my 100-day project. And I think it would be really cool, actually, because I'll kind of like to me, like I just love this part, and this would be like a really big bindi, like the red dot in the middle of the forehead that women in India tend to wear. So I'm just like looking at that, and I'm so drawn into that. I know it's really big, but I might just make like a really, really big bindi and make the face like just everything is going to be kind of painted around this shape over here. So I don't know, I'm just kind of thinking like I might use it for my 100-day project. My point is that I do not waste my papers at all. I did my projects on here, but I'm going to go in and I'm going to use it. And I might actually make a video on me turning this into a 100-day project. I think that would be a good video to make. And even if I wasn't going to paint on top of it, like I would use it as collage or something like that. I do that for my some of my journals, especially on cheap line composition notebook paper. I just rip it up, I soak it in tea, I let it dry, and then it's just the most luscious, divine collage. And it's all in your visual language, so it's your handmade collage that you can use in your work. Anyways, so what I'm gonna do, you guys, is I am well, first, before I dive in, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna do the repetition, but because I love patterns, you guys, I don't know, I don't know if everybody feels this way, but I just think it's such a huge part of human beings. Like, when we look at something, we are actually drawn to repetition and pattern. Like, our eye is pulled towards it, and I don't know if there's something in our collective unconscious that kind of makes that so, but I absolutely love patterns. So this is the video I'm going to make today, which is repetition. But before I do that, I just wanted to talk about a couple of other of her projects that I think are really interesting and beautiful. So this one is Cardboard Dreams. Excuse me. And she says, to paint on a piece of cardboard, which I have done on my mail art. Like when I submit my art to a magazine, or I have done a few pieces of mail art where I'm just mailing it to a friend or, somebody that I really love. And I want them to kind of, have that feeling of, oh my God, like, somebody like, I'm loved. I'm worthy of the time it took to paint this cardboard box. So I think that's a great idea to paint on cardboard, and even maybe make a journal that's made entirely of like found cardboard papers, because I have a ton of cardboard. So that's something I'm really gonna do. I think I'm gonna make a journal cardboard. I don't know, but I just think it's so neat, like, you know, just painting on cardboard. Another one I wanted to show you is this one over here, which is paint and paper. So I'm gonna like just bring this up closer, but these are all like handmade papers over here. And then like she rips it up, and then she kind of cuts it out, and then like sticks it down, and then adds paint on top of it. So as you can see, like, you know, these are all the papers, and like, look at that, you guys. I am just so smitten with that. So I actually think this would be perfect for my divine feminine art journal. I don't know, like just, you know, maybe a few spreads, or, but I really love this idea. And another one that I thought was interesting, but I think it would be really difficult for me to do, but somebody else out there might be interested in doing it, is the white on white. Now, I really love this actually. It's not my style, because I usually go for the like really bold colors, and I like a very strong contrast in values. So like a really light value juxtaposed with a really dark value. That's just kind of something I like, but I'm just really like, I'm loving this. Like, of course, you know, there you can see this quite clearly against the white, but I'm going to bring this up closer, like on the other page, and there's stuff going on there. It's just, it's not a blank piece of white paper. Like there is stuff going on there, but you know, it's just like so subtle, you know, and I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. So if anybody was interested in doing that, there is a white on white. And if I'll just read what she says. As seen in Mark Rothko's work, keeping things minimal can still be powerful and evoke certain feelings. Create works with different shades of white using paint, paper, or even by adding found objects. White on white works can evoke a feeling of softness, or you can just add a touch of color to create contrast. I don't know, I'm just, you know, I'm very fascinated by this. I think it would be really difficult for me to do, but I might challenge myself and do it nonetheless. But anyways, I'm going to do this repetition. So I'm going to read what she says. Rhythm is a vital principle in art. Repeating lines, shapes, colors, or forms in a painting provides a sense of rhythm, and it can be a meditative experience for the artist. In these paintings, I repeated marks using either a paint, pen, or ink, which allowed me to create more detailed patterns than I could with a paintbrush. Changing and breaking up these patterns like I've done can lend contrast and create movement. You could even buy a rubber stamp, or you can create your own repeating shapes, or use an object as a stamp like a nail, a puzzle piece, or a fork, for example. Repetition also does not need to be the central focus. It's just as effective if you only make hints of it here and there. So I'm really drawn to this, you guys. Like, just, you know, I'm just like pulled in by this. I love the pattern. I love the blue. I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. So I think I'm gonna be a little copycat, you know, and I'm gonna just kind of see what happens when I make my own little repetition here. And what I'm gonna do is I am going to, I'm just gonna divide the page again, and this one is going to be pattern, or as she says, repetition. And so I think what I'm gonna do is, you know, like I don't want to get too complicated. You know, I don't want to draw like a woman or anything like that. I just want to keep it minimal. Now she's got it like, you see, mine is this way and hers is vertical, and I was thinking about, hey, should I, like, you know, should I switch it like this? But no, I'm just gonna keep it like this. I think I'm just gonna keep this format here, and I'm gonna put a little sun there because I just kind of am feeling it. And I'm gonna simplify this a little bit. So what I want to do is I'm gonna use my Posca markers, and where's my blue? Jeez, I don't know where my blue is. Oh, okay. I use my Posca markers quite a lot, you guys. So And I do love them. I've got the orange there and my blue. Okay, let me see here. So just so you know, I'm not going to copy it exactly like this one over here. I've kind of got like a little bit of the format, but I am changing it up just a little bit. So I'm going to put the sun here. Okay, you guys, so, you know, in the last video, like somebody was asking how did I get that watercolory look. So this is just really cheap apple barrel matte paint. So you see I put like a thick, like, you know, I just dip my brush in it and I put a thick kind of brush stroke of that. But now I'm just making it very watery. Do you see that? So it's just, it doesn't matter if you use ink or whatever, it's just I'm watering part of it down. And I really like that effect. So there we go, right there. Okay. And see, I'm just using my brush really watery to pick up some of the paint. And then when it dries, it's just, you get a really kind of a, like a lush kind of a watered down, inky, juicy kind of feeling to it. Now what I'm going to do, you guys, is I am going to like, so this is going to be the, so that's the horizon line, which is very low, but I think what I'm going to do is I'm just going to make the pattern. Now she put blue paint and she made her pattern with a very lighter color. And I don't know if it's white, but I want to do something just a little bit different here. So I am going to make the pattern like so. And I just love patterns, you guys. I am drawn to it and I actually love creating it as well. And it's what she said, like it's so meditative. I mean, I could probably just sit here all day making this, for real. It's better than therapy. I'm not even kidding. So because the horizon line is so low, I'm going to fill this whole thing up with pattern just to see like what happens, you know? And I'm kind of thinking like, what should I put at the bottom there? Like I'm thinking maybe green, but I don't know. So this is very minimalistic, because even if I go in and put a wash over top of my Posca, it still kind of has like a very Spartan kind of feeling, which I like actually. As much as I love like layers and, you know, just all the just lush reds and, you know, stuff like that, I also like I'm really fascinated by that white on white. I think I might actually do that exercise, although it is going to be difficult for me, but that's the whole point of doing these exercises, you guys, is, you know, it's supposed to get you outside your comfort zone. So I think I'm going to put a little bit of green there. I mean, you know, let's just see what happens. Like, I just love that, you guys. It's so simplistic. Like, there's nothing complicated about this, but I just love it. And I could totally see me using this in my Healing Ancestral Trauma journal, actually, because I am working on that. I'm finishing it up, so yeah, I can totally see now. I don't know why this green is so, it's like really watered down or something. I don't know. Okay, there we go. There we go. So that's just the horizon line, you know, that's the earth, the grass, whatever. And I don't know if I want to put a wash. I think I do, you guys. And I think, I don't know, you guys, I think I'm kind of feeling like, I don't know about gold. I don't know if it's yellow or gold. If I put yellow on top of the blue, it is going to, the blue is going to have a green tint. So I don't know. I don't know. I actually really like it just like this. Like, you know, it's not the way she did it. Like, see, it's not the way she did it, but I really do love it. So I'm just going to leave it like that, you guys. And, you know, if I do come back in later and put another, like I put a wash over top of this blue, like where the blue lines are, it's gonna be like just a very light wash, but I'm actually really loving it the way it is. So anyways, you guys, I hope you guys try this exercise out. This one is gonna be called pattern, and I love this. I can get super addicted to patterns. So thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye.